What's going on, folks? I want to show you what you can do just in case you have that annoying spot around your outlet wall plate, to where a lot of times what happens is that when they cut the holes for your outlets to go in, they may have cut the hole just a little bit too big, and then what they did was just go ahead on and put a standard wall plate on that outlet. So if you can see right here, what you have is a gap that's in between your outlet itself and your wall plate. So a lot of time if you're plugging something up inside of there, what you'll have is that gap that's behind it. But there's a simple thing that you can do to fix this. First of all, make sure that if you're going to be working on an outlet or anything like that, that you turn the power off to it, unless you're very comfortable with taking off the plate on this outlet. If not, go ahead and find out which one of your breakers pretty much that goes to this outlet and go ahead and turn it off before you start doing any work with it. But all you have to do pretty much is just go ahead and take out, normally it's 2 screws you'll be taking out of your outlet, and take those 2 screws out of it. And what you can do then is get you a bigger size wall plate. This wall plate right here will also fit over top of this outlet right here, which is one for your bathroom, which I believe is a GFI outlet. But whichever one it is, you want to get the same wall plate that's meant for this type of outlet. This one has the big square inside with a big rectangle inside of it, and it'll go over top of this. And when you get these different size wall plates, what you will find is that it'll fit over top of your existing outlet, as well as the screw holes will line up the same on your outlet. The difference will be, if you can see, it's going to be bigger than what the old wall plate that you have on here, which will then cover up these cracks on the side of your outlet. So all you got to do, like I said, is go ahead, I'm going to show you in a second, go ahead and take the screws out of it and go ahead and replace your wall plate. There's also different sizes on it. This one right here is called a jumbo wall plate. So there's jumbo, there's standard, I also believe it's like a large. So this one right here, I'm pretty sure is just a standard wall plate, which is not quite big enough to cover up this hole. So I went ahead and got a jumbo one. As you can see the difference in size, that should completely cover it up. I'm going to go ahead and install this, and I'll show you in a second. Alright, so what I'm about to do now is go ahead and take off this wall plate. Like I said, turn the power off to it. If you're not comfortable with dealing with electricity, it's 2 screws in this one. Also, when you get like a different size wall plate, you may also need to get you a little bit bigger screws that are not going to be bigger in width, they just may be a little bit longer. And also sometimes when you take off a wall plate, if it's been on there for a minute, it may be stuck onto the paint. Just in case, like say you had painted your wall or something like that, so it could be stuck onto your paint. Okay, as you can see right here now, I have this wall plate out, and you can see where this opening is at. It's a little bit wider, a lot wider actually than what the outlet itself is. So now what I'm going to be doing is putting this different wall plate in here, but what I have for this one's a little bit longer screws. They're going to be the same width as the other screws, so the screw in here, finding the top piece, 1 screw goes here, 1 screw goes at the bottom. So what I'm doing now is just taking this bigger plate, I'm just going to line it up and get this top screw going in fine. Alright, so I got the top screw in, so now I'm doing this now, putting in this. Like I said, I got a little bit longer screws to make sure that it fit in there correctly. And if you see now, I'm just pushing it all the way, tighten it up until the outlet itself comes through. You don't want to over tighten it because these wall plates can break, so you just want to have it nice and secure like that. And of course there's multiple different colors of wall plates that you can get. You can get the same color, this one if you want to. You can actually have black ones. You got some that are chrome in color. So it's multiple different ones. But once you do that, you want to tighten it back up. And as you can see now, that gap that was on the side over here is now gone. So you don't have to worry about no more like the outlet slide or anything like that, because we put a bigger wall plate on here. So like I said, the same thing applies if you have like these type of outlets on your wall and you have a gap in between them. You can also buy jumbo wall plates that'll fit over type of these as well, and the openings will still match up. It's not going to be like everything is proportionately bigger. It's just going to be the outside of it, maybe wider, maybe a little bit longer. That way you can cover up those issues. But alright folks, once again, this is what you can do if you have an outlet in your house that has like a gap around it, or even if you have it to where it has like a lot of messed up paint or something like that around it, where you had work done to it, and you want to cover that up. Instead of trying to use some type of a filler or something like that, you can just go ahead and get you a new wall plate. Like I said, this is a jumbo wall plate, and they're also not very expensive. I think for these you're going to pay maybe $1.30 to $1.50 for this one right here. Now, of course, some of the other ones may cost a little bit more, but we're still talking about maybe $3 to $6 or something like that for the wall plates. All right, please check out our other helpful videos. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.